If you feel behind in life right now, I want you to pause for a moment and really listen, because this feeling you're carrying is far more common than you think, and it does not mean you are failing, broken, or running out of time, even though your mind might be telling you otherwise every single day. At some point, almost everyone looks around and feels like everyone else is moving forward while they are standing still, watching life pass by from the sidelines, questioning their choices, their pace, and their worth. Social media makes this feeling even louder because you constantly see highlights, achievements, and milestones, while your own struggles remain invisible and private. But here's the truth that rarely gets said out loud. Feeling behind in life is not a sign that you are losing. It is often a sign that you are becoming aware, reflective, and ready for change. Most people measure their lives using timelines they never consciously chose. By a certain age, you're supposed to have a career figured out, money saved, relationships settled, and a clear sense of direction. But these timelines are artificial. They ignore reality, circumstances, personal growth, and the fact that life does not move in a straight line. You are not late. You are early in a different direction. One of the biggest reasons people feel behind is because they compare their internal struggles to other people's external success. You see their results, but you don't see their doubts, their failures, or the years they spent feeling exactly the way you feel now. Comparison compresses complex journeys into unfair snapshots. Instead of asking, "Why am I not there yet?" a more powerful question is, "What am I learning right now?" Every phase of life teaches something different. Confusion teaches clarity. Slowness teaches patience. Struggle teaches resilience. If you skip these lessons, success later becomes fragile. Another hard truth is this: you cannot rush personal growth without paying a price. Growth that lasts is built slowly, through experience, reflection, and repetition. When you feel behind, it often means you are in the middle of becoming someone stronger, wiser, and more grounded, even if it doesn't feel that way yet. Let's talk practically. When you feel behind, your mind tends to spiral into overthinking. You replay past decisions, imagine worst-case futures, and mentally punish yourself for not being further ahead. This mental loop drains energy without creating movement. The first practical step is to stop trying to fix your entire life at once. That pressure is paralyzing. Instead, narrow your focus to what you can control today. One small action done consistently is far more powerful than a perfect plan that never starts. You don't need to catch up with life. You need to build momentum. Momentum comes from small wins. Cleaning your space, going for a walk, learning one new skill, applying for one opportunity. These actions might seem insignificant, but they rebuild self-trust, and self-trust is the foundation of confidence. Another reason feeling behind hurts so deeply is because your identity becomes tied to expectations instead of values. You start thinking, "I should be more successful," instead of asking, "Am I living in alignment with what actually matters to me?" Clarify your values. Do you value freedom, growth, creativity, peace, contribution, learning? When your actions align with your values, progress feels meaningful, even if it's slow. Without values, progress feels empty, no matter how fast it looks. Feeling behind also often comes from avoiding difficult but necessary conversations with yourself. You might be staying in situations that no longer serve you because they feel familiar, even if they keep you stuck. Comfort can quietly delay growth while convincing you that nothing is wrong. Growth requires honest self-assessment without self-hate. Ask yourself, what am I avoiding? What am I tolerating that I shouldn't be? What would change if I believed I wasn't running out of time? Another important shift is understanding that clarity comes from action, not from thinking. Many people wait to feel confident before they move, but confidence is built through movement. Action reduces fear. Stillness amplifies it. You don't need certainty, you need direction. And direction can change. Choosing a path now does not trap you forever. It simply gives you something to walk toward instead of standing still. Let's talk about age, because it's one of the biggest sources of anxiety. You might feel behind because you think you should be somewhere else by now. But life is not a race with a finish line at a certain age. It's a long journey with different terrains. Some people sprint early and burn out. Others move slowly and steadily and build something lasting. Progress is not about speed. It's about alignment and persistence. Some of the most fulfilled people found their direction later in life, after many false starts. What looked like delays were actually preparation. Another practical habit that helps when you feel behind is limiting exposure to comparison triggers. This doesn't mean disconnecting from the world entirely, but it does mean being intentional about what you consume. Too much comparison distorts reality and drains motivation. Replace mindless scrolling with intentional input. Read, listen, learn, create. Feed your mind with things that expand your perspective, not shrink it. And here's something powerful. Feeling behind often means you care. It means you want more from life. That desire, if channeled correctly, can become fuel instead of shame. Shame keeps you stuck. Responsibility moves you forward. Be kind to yourself while still holding yourself accountable. These two things are not opposites. You can accept where you are without settling for staying there. Every day you show up, even imperfectly, you are building something invisible but real. Strength, awareness, direction. The results will come later. So if you feel behind right now, hear this clearly. You are not broken. You are not late. You are not alone. You are in a transition. And transitions are uncomfortable because they require you to let go of old identities before new ones are fully formed. Stay patient, stay curious, stay moving. Your timeline is not wrong. It's just yours.